Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I want to give a quick update on the cars around here at the garage. The 2000 Honda Civic that I had, the EX, I was doing a build series on it. I was going to do a quick flip on that car, like a budget build. I got a couple things done on it, and I ended up just going ahead and selling that car. It was kind of just sitting outside the garage, getting in the way. It wasn't getting driven or anything like that. So I posted it up for sale. Somebody came and picked it up. It was a quick and easy transaction, and luckily that guy's getting some good use out of the car instead of it just sitting here in the driveway. So as you saw on the previous video, I did get the quarter panel welded in here. So today's video, I'm going to jump over to that, try to get that smoothed out, and see if I can actually finish this part up here. And hopefully I can either start some of the body work on that, or just start sanding the rest of the car, getting this old paint off of there. So we'll see what we can do with that. I've been a little delayed on getting this moving along because I actually picked up another car. It was a 2001 Honda S2000. I'm going to show you some pictures right here. I got a good deal on it. Somebody messaged me and they just wanted to get rid of it. They had been sitting on it for a little while and they bought it really to flip, and so I went ahead and picked it up because it was a good deal. And it had the OEM hardtop, which is a big deal because those things are hard to find and they're actually worth a pretty good amount of money. I was going to pull the top off, sell it separately, and then sell the car separately, but honestly that's a lot of work because the car itself doesn't have a soft top on it. It's got the frame, but the soft top has been removed. I guess it was damaged from years of use. They never replaced it because it had the hard top. So I decided to go ahead and keep the hard top on it. I threw it up for sale just to see what was see if there was any interest in the car. It's got high mileage. It's like 178,000 miles, but overall it's in pretty good shape. It definitely make a good driver's car for somebody. So I posted that up for sale, and within 30 minutes I got a deposit. So once I get the title in my name, that car will probably be sold and out of here. You won't really see any of that on the channel. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw it. I've been posting pictures of that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm CRX Seth on there as well. So go ahead and check that out. But that car will be leaving here in the next couple weeks. I'm going to move it out of the way here in just a minute so I can flip the CRX around. But it's a super awesome car. I wish I could keep it, but I can't keep all the cars. I've got way too many projects, and I got to focus on one thing at a time, which is this CRX. So let's go ahead and jump into this guy. Alright, I went ahead and got all this weld ground down all the way around. I had to tack weld up a few of these holes here that came through, and I'm now going to use some 80 grit on a DA and really just try to scuff all this up. Even though I took a sanding disc to it, I just want to make it more uniform, and then we'll see about putting some body filler on here and getting this first coat on. Alright, well, I have made a giant mess here in the garage. All this sanding of this black paint, it goes everywhere, especially this body filler. This glazing putty is super fine and it just goes all over the place. I've been vacuuming up a little bit, trying to clean up, get this dust out of here, but I got this all ground down and I've got body filler on here and glazing putty, so this is ready for primer. Probably going to do an epoxy primer first, and then I'll do a high build primer, but I'm not quite ready for that yet because I'm going to do it all at once, and that requires me to sand all these body panels down. I did a little bit of body work back here on that weld job, so that will need a little bit more refinement. It's turning out pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Once this gets all one color, it's going to look amazing. So I'm really excited to finally get this sanding going. Now this sanding is going to take a while. I am using 120 grit to scuff up the surface here. I'm not going to go down to 80 grit just because I had dealt with some of that primer shrinkage in the past on the CRX over there, and I want to try to avoid that as much as I can. So I'm going to minimize the aggressive grit that I'm going to use. I'm not really going to try to take off every bit of this black top coat paint here. I'm going to get as much of it as I can off, but what I don't get off is going to be sealed in with the epoxy primer, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. So next video, I'm going to be continuing to sand and doing body work, hopefully getting this body straightened up and moving closer to primer and paint.